Hi everybody, I'm JT. Welcome to another video from me here at Campervan Journey, or as we perhaps should call it, Campervan Journey 2. As this morning, after what seems like ages waiting, we're off to go and pick up our new van. I'm very excited. I don't know about you, Harry. So let's head down to the dealership to go and collect it, and looking forward to a fantastic day. Okay, so here it is. We've picked it up. Doesn't she look amazing? All of you who are waiting to find out what it was, it's the Hymer, based on the Sprinter, S600 free. So here we are inside our brand new van. Harry's getting comfortable in the front. Yeah. I've got to get to learn all the controls for heading back, shifting from many years of VW product to Mercedes. And we're just gonna, after completing all the final paperwork with the guys here at Leisureverse, who have been fantastic in looking after us, we're gonna head back, get ourselves familiarised with the van, load everything up, and our first trip, our first proper trip, we're heading off to Europe in just 24 hours time, so no pressure to learn how everything works. But as you can probably tell from the grin on my face, I'm pretty pleased.
After many years of waiting.
After many years of waiting. Many years of trying to decide what van we were going to have, and then several months waiting for it to be ready. Yeah, we're here and good to go. So let's go and enjoy it. It's so new, we've got to pull off the protective covering.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, look at that.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride.
Okay, so 24 hours from picking up this our new van, we are all ready, well hopefully already all loaded up, and heading off to the Eurotunnel for our first adventure of the summer and our first adventure in our new van. So been a little bit of a hurry to get everything organised. It was not a last minute thing, but all the cogs aligned, all our ducks were lined up to enable us to go in time with our dates that we had planned for our summer holiday anyway, which is brilliant. So fingers crossed, everything's going to go according to plan. We're heading off to catch a Eurotunnel train this evening, which is scheduled for just before midnight. Then we're going to come out the other side, and we've made no plans whatsoever. So we're thinking we're going to turn left instead of right, and maybe head towards Alsace and ultimately over to Germany, maybe down through Germany and then on. But that's one of the main reasons we wanted to change the van for this one, to enable us to have that greater freedom to just go, stop, use some of these more remote, more smaller park-ups, not necessarily dedicated campsites. But let's see where we end up. But first stop is the Eurotunnel. So having had the California for a few years, we got the packing down to a T. We knew where everything lived, the best places to stow everything. And first load of this is obviously going to be different. We're not taking the same quantity of things, but we're still taking a fair amount of things. But we've got fridge, bed, everything else all ready to go. And for those of you interested, don't worry, there'll be a full van tour coming up soon. All loaded, Driver's seat ready. Let's head to the tunnel.
Harry, what have you done to my chair?
George. You know, just Mum. That should help.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, sewing in somewhere I can find myself.
So we are halfway to the Eurotunnel, halfway on our first journey in our fantastic new van. And I have to say, I'm not going to say that anyway, but I'm very, very impressed so far. It's very comfortable. Strangely, it doesn't seem as rattly as the old van was, which is either because things are further away or Claire has just wrapped everything up individually in pieces of felt to stop it from making a noise, which could be the real reason. But it's been brilliant so far. So one of the things that's really caught my eye is the fuel economy. On the 100 or so miles that we've done from home to just stopping to have a comfort break halfway around the M25, we've got 36 miles per gallon, which is brilliant. On the old California we would have been getting 38, 39. So for a van that's obviously bigger, heavier, larger frontal area, I think that's very impressive. So maybe that's something to do with the 9-speed gearbox. Anyway, only minor hiccup. We've had some casualties in the fridge. Apparently our grapes have escaped. So Claire's just trying to capture round them up and find them all. And once we've found those, we'll be on to the Eurotunnel to catch the train, which is... we need to be there in about an hour, so we've got plenty of time. But yeah, so far, so good.
'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. 'Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Cheers, Francais. So, we arrived at the Folkestone terminal at about 20 past 10 with 20 past 9, well ahead of our booking for 10 to midnight, and we got offered an earlier train. Now, we've had this before, we get offered an earlier train and actually you end up queuing through and going at about the same time as normal. Today we've ended up catching a train which is about 2 hours ahead of time for no extra charge. The terminal was pretty quiet, so we actually only ended up waiting around about 15-20 minutes before we were called for boarding, which is brilliant. So we've now just arriving in France. It's coming up to midnight French time, so we're going to head out to the autoroute to drive for about an hour or so and then find an air to spend the night and then decide where we're heading properly tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yes! It's always a relief. So good morning, welcome to rural France. It's 6 a.m. after the first night of our first trip away in our brand new van, and we spent the night, a very, very comfortable night has to be said, in a French lane next to a campsite. There's a campsite just behind the hedge behind me. We hadn't made any plans at all, apart from having a vague idea of the direction that we wanted to take, which was towards the Alsace region of France. When we came out of the Eurotunnel, so we turned left, put in Alsace into the navigation and head that way. It was about 7 hours journey time from the Eurotunnel. We arrived off the tunnel at midnight French time, so it's a bit too far to go without stopping, so we'd already decided we were going to drive for about an hour or so and then find a park up somewhere to stay for the night. And I decided this year to try and avoid staying at the airs on the auto routes, especially when we're staying in the camper for a longer period of time, just because hear some stories about bad experiences that people have had, especially nearer to Calais. But touch wood, our past experiences have all been fairly positive, but I thought this time we would try and find somewhere away from the auto route. So we, through a couple of apps and using sat-navs, we came across this spot in a small town called Arlo, which is, I said, about an hour and a half from Calais, just off the A26. About 7 or 8 kilometres off the A26, and we found it through Camping Car Park, and we were actually hoping to stay in the premises themselves, but it seems that although we'd gone in and we'd actually paid to stay, I think we got the dates wrong, or we couldn't get in the middle of the night as it was 2 o'clock in the morning. We just decided that we'd park up outside. Anyway, we had a great night's sleep. I'm really feeling refreshed, but we're going to head on now, probably drive for an hour or two, and then stop and have some breakfast. But so far, so good with the new van. Top marks all around, and it drives really, really well. And I have to say, in many respects, it drives better than the California, but more on that later or in another video. So I hope you enjoyed that first instalment of our trip to Europe in our new van. If you did, please remember to hit the button to like and subscribe, to follow the channel, and stay tuned for the next instalment coming very, very soon, where we'll be moving on to some new destinations, but there's no plans, so who knows where we'll be. Stay tuned to find out. Thanks for watching.